Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Hope you all doing good. Today we're going to discuss about strategic management question paper 2 marks revision. Fine. So the first question, what is synergy? So what is synergy means it is a concept, okay, that a value and performance of two companies which combined will be greater than the sum of separate individual parts. So the synergy is a term that is most commonly used in the context of mergers, acquisition, strategic partnership, and joint ventures and franchise. Fine. The next question was differentiate strategic planning from tactical planning. We have to find the strategical planning, okay, so which is out the long term broad goals that the business or individual wants to achieve, but the tactical planning outlines the short term steps actions which should be taken to achieve the goals described in strategic plan. So the tactical planning occurs after a business team or individual has created a strategic plan which outlines general goals and objectives. Okay, so by this a tactical plan describes the steps and actions which must be taken to achieve the goals from the strategic plan. So these plans, okay, which can be created, tactical plan, okay, so created on basis of daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly in the basis. So the end result that's need to be accomplished. The third one is growth ratios. So growth ratio means these are measured of a growth of a company or a firm or an organization. So this is a factors such as investment in fixed assets and profit margin, retention ratio. So these are responsible for the growth of the firm. So because these ratios are two types of such internal growth and sustainable growth. So okay, there are two types, internal growth rate and sustainable growth rate. So when external financing is used to support a growth means externally means it is a sustainable growth rate. Fine. So it is said that a higher growth can be achieved when the external financing used. So these growth ratios have two types. The first one is two types, internal and external. External which also known as sustainable growth rate. And the next one is types of strategic posture. So because the strategic posture has three types, okay, so one is to shape the future which becoming an industry leader and influencing the direction of the entire industry. So another one is it is adapt to reaching the industry changes without trying to force or lead them. Fine. The third one is reserving the right to play because the adapters have the ability to respond quickly to changing marketplaces and the customer needs. And the next one is contingency planning. Okay, so this contingency planning means a course of action so which designed to help an organization respond effectively to a significant future event or a situation so which may or may not happen, because a contingency plan is sometimes referred to as a plan B because it can be also used as an alternative for action if expected results fail to materialize. And next one is distinctive competence. So this distinctive competence means which refers to some characteristic of a business so that it does better than its competitors because the business is able to do something which better than other business. Okay, so the business has a competitive advantage over the other business. And next one is market differentiation. So a promotional method, okay, which employed by a business or to create a especially the strong presence in a particular market. So when using market differentiation, a manufacturer might produce several variations on the basis of the products to be marketed under the same brand in order to give itself at a greater range of coverage and hence the promote sense of dominance within the markets. And the next one is best cost provider strategy. So what is best cost? This is also called as best cost strategy. Fine. So this relies on offering customers better value for money by focusing both on low cost and upscale differences. So because the ultimate goal of the best cost strategy is to keep the cost and prices lower than other providers of a similar products, so with a comparable quality and features. And the next one is a strategic group. So what is a strategic group? So this is a concept which used in a strategic management that groups companies within an industry because they have a similar business models and similar combination of strategies. So this number of groups within an industry, their composition depends on the dimension used to define the groups. And next one is demerger. Okay, demerger. So this is a business strategy wherein a company transfers one or more of its business undertakings to another company. So in other words, when a company splits off its existing business activities into several components with the intent to form a new company, which operates on its own or dissolve the unit, so separated. So this is called demerger. And the next question paper. See this synergy they already asked for about synergy. Okay, so this is an important question. You have to get the meaning well. And next one, what do you mean by mature markets? So this mature market is a stage where the ratio of a growth slows, perhaps to zero. So because there is a little growth, so companies in the industry end up in an excessive inventory or capacity, so which can often lead to pressure on profits as companies discount prices to get rid of their excess capacity. So whether those price drops lead to price war or companies, so which is shutting their doors, competition increases and becomes very intense. So this competition in the mature market, is typically based on the price and not the product differentiations. And the next question, contingency planning. So what is contingency planning? We already seen, I think so. Sorry. The next one is a turnaround strategy. Fine. So this turnaround strategy means to convert or a change or transform a loss making a company into a profit making company. So which means to make the company profitable again, because the main purpose of implementing a turnaround strategy is to turn the company from the negative point to a positive one. Okay, so this turnaround strategy means to convert, change or transform a loss making company into a profit making company. So it means to make the company profitable again. The main purpose of implementing a turnaround strategy is to turn the company from a negative point to a positive point. Okay, so which means to convert, change or transform a loss making company into a profit making company. So which means make a company profitable again. So the main purpose of implementing a turnaround strategy is to turn the company from a negative point to a positive point. And next one, what is CSR index? CSR means corporate social responsibility. Okay, so this corporate responsibility index is a management and benchmarking tool and which produced by UK business in the community. Okay, so the business community, also known as BITC, so which is designed to assist managers enhance their CSR, corporate social responsibility performance, and to allow benchmarking of companies on certain aspects of CSR. Next one, what do you mean by managing change? Okay, so managing change means an amount of money which charged by an investment fund or a broker or a person of a company, so who uses to buy and sells the shares etc. for others. Okay, for investing someone's money, because a management fee is a charge levied by an investment manager, and this management fee is intended to compensate the manager for their time, expertise for selecting stocks. Okay, so on managing the portfolio, so which can also include other items such as investor relations, expenses and administration cost of the fund. And the next one is ethics and moral philosophy. So this ethics and moral philosophy means define ethics. Okay, so this ethics are also called as moral philosophy. So this is a branch of philosophy which involves systemizing, defending, recommending concepts of right and wrong behavior, because the field of ethics along with aesthetics concern matters of a value. Thus this comprise the branch of philosophy called axiology. And the next one is difference between a vision and mission. So this is also important. Okay, so this is a timeline. Although there can be an overlap between the two. Okay, in general, a mission statement defines what an organization is currently doing, while a vision statement is basically the ultimate goal of what they would like to accomplish. Okay, so the mission is what people do in order to achieve the vision. It is the how versus why vision. Okay, so how means mission, why means vision. Okay, so mainly this difference between a mission and vision means the mission statement is describe present the state of the organization. So which mission means who are you, why are you here, why do you exist. Okay, and vision statement describes a future. So who do you want to be, where do you want to go, like that. Okay, this is a future. So mission is a present, vision is a future. And the next one, what do you mean by retrenchment? So this is often used in order to cut the expenses with the goal of becoming a more financial stable business. So which typically the strategy involves withdrawing from certain markets or a discontinuation of selling certain products or service in order to make a beneficial turnaround. And next one is a consortium. What is a consortium? So this consortium, okay, so mainly known as it is a group made up of two or more individuals. So companies and governments that work together to achieve common objectives, and the entities that participate okay, so in a consortium pool resources, but are otherwise the only responsible for the obligations, so which are set out the consortium agreements. Fine. The next question is, one sec. Fine. Okay, so define strategy. Strategy means plan. We already know that. Okay, this is a definition. So this strategy is an action, okay, so which that managers take to attain one or more of the organization goals. So which can be defined as a general direction set of the company and its various components to achieve the desired state in the future. So because the strategy results from the detailed strategic planning process. And next one, what is vertical integration? So this microeconomics or a management, okay, so by this it is a vertical integration, so which is an arrangement in which the supply chain of a company is owned by that company. Okay, usually each member of the supply chain produces a different products and services, and the product combined to satisfy common need of the customers. Next question, what is competitive advantage? Competitive. So which refers to the factors which allow a company to produce goods and services better or more cheaply than its rivals. So these factors allow a productive entity to generate more sales and superior margins, which is compared to its market rivals. Next one is what is meant by differentiation strategy. So as the name suggests, it is a strategy which aims to distinguish a product or a service from other similar products, so which is offered by the competitors in the markets. So it entails development of a product or service that is unique for the customers in terms of a product design and features and brand image, quality or a customer service. Next one is a term balance scorecard. What is balance scorecard? Define. Okay, this is a strategic management performance metric, so used to identify and improve various internal business function, so and their resulting external outcomes. So which is balanced scorecards or are used to measure or provide feedback to organizations. So this data collection is crucial to providing quantitative results as the managers and executive gather and interpret the information and use it to make a better decision for the organization. And the next one is globalization. So what is a globalization? So it is a process of interaction, okay, and integration among the people, companies and governments of different nations. So, and a process driven by the international trade and investment, so which aided by information technology. Likewise, for centuries, people, corporations have invested in a enterprise in other countries. Next one, benefits or advantage. Okay, mention any two advantage of a corporate strategy. So advantage or benefits is the same. Okay, so the corporate strategy, the first benefit which gives direction to achieve the goal. Okay, gives direction. And second one, imagine new realities and not remain content with the past success of bemoaning past failures. So imagine new realities and not remain content with past success or bemoaning past failures. And we have vision, and this generates motivation. Next one, we find it helpful to lead others and manage resources. And we get others on a board contributing, we get focused on implementation and measurements. Fine. So what is strategic control? So this is a process used by organization to control the formation and execution of a strategic plan. So which is a specialized form of management control and differs from other forms of management control, in particular from operational control, in respects of its need to handle uncertainty and ambiguity at various points in a control process. And the next one is a vertical organization. Okay, what is vertical organization? So this is a structure is one that relies on managers to command and control their employees at work. So because a business owner is typically at the top of the vertical chain of command, so these decisions usually move from the top down through layer by layer, and the people at the bottom they have least autonomy in the structure. So each person is supervised by one directly above him, so the employees can clearly monitor their roles and duties. Fine. And the next question is, what is innovation? So this innovation, mainly known as, in its modern meaning, it is a new idea or a creative thoughts, so which is a new imagination in a form of device or methods. So by this, the innovation is often also viewed as an application of a better solution that meet new requirements, okay, needs and existing markets needs. Such innovation takes place through the provision of more effective products and process. So by this, the service, technologies and business models that are made available to markets. Okay, so by this, the governments and society. Okay, so an innovation is something original and more effective, and as a consequence new, that breaks into market or a society. So the innovation is related to but not as the same as an invention, and innovation is more apt to involve the practical implementation of an intervention. Okay, so by this, to make a meaningful impact in the market society, and not all innovations require an innovation. Okay, so by this innovation often manifest itself via engineering process when a problem being solved of a technical scientific nature. An opposite of innovation is exovation. Okay, and state different business level strategies. Okay, so what is business level strategy means? The levels which the strategies are following in a business. So this is called as a 5 types. We already seen this, I think so. So cost leadership, focused cost leadership, differentiation strategy, focused differentiation strategy, and integrated cost leadership or focused differentiation. Sorry, not focused, differentiation. Okay, so mainly if you remember cost leadership and differentiation, you can write that 5: cost leadership, focused cost leadership, differentiation strategy, focused differentiation strategy, and finally integrated. You have to combine that both, integrated cost leadership or differentiation strategy. Fine. And the next question is re-engineering. What is re-engineering? Okay, so this is a strategic fit. Okay, so this fit, okay, sorry, this is a re-engineering. So this is commonly defined as a redesign of a business process and associated system on organizational structures to achieve the dramatic improvement in a business performance. So which is examination of a change of 5, okay, so change of a 5 components of a business strategy and the process, technology, organization and a culture. So this strategic fit express the degree to which an organization is matching its resources and capabilities with the opportunities in the external environment. So the matching takes place through strategy, and it is therefore vital that the company has actual resources and capabilities to execute and support the strategy. So this strategic fit can be used actively to evaluate the current strategic situation of a company as well as opportunities such as M&A and divestitures of organizational divisions. So this strategic fit is related to the resource-based view of a firm, which suggests that the key is profitability is not only through positioning and industry selection but rather through an internal focus which seeks to utilize the unique characteristics of a company's portfolio of resource and capabilities. Fine. So next we move on. Fine. So define concept of strategic intent. Okay, so this strategic intent can be understood as the philosophical base of a strategic management and process. So it implies the purpose which an organization endeavored of achieving. So it is a statement that provides a perspective of the means, so which will lead the organization reach the vision in the long run. Next one is define the purpose of environmental scanning. So it is the process of gathering information about events and their relationship with an organization internal and external environments. So the basic purpose of environmental scanning is to help management determine the future direction of the organization. And the next question is cooperative strategies. So this cooperative strategy refers to a planning strategy in which two or more firms work together in order to achieve a common objective. Or several companies apply cooperative strategies to increase their profits through cooperation with other companies that stop being competitors. Okay, and the next one is what is product proliferation. Okay, so this product proliferation means brand proliferation. So okay, so it is a business that afflicts certain kinds of entities, particularly global corporation, conglomerates and holding companies, okay, which usually occurs as a consequence of healthy growth until the condition of the company's body, either through the benign neglect or a misguided thinking. Okay, and what is strategic business unit? Okay, so strategic business unit, so this is properly known as SBU. Okay, so which is fully functional unit of a business and that has its own vision and direction. So which is typically a strategic business unit operates as a separate unit, but it also an important part of the company and it reports to the headquarters about its operational status. And the next one is core competencies. So because this core competencies of a global company, okay, this is a question. So this is the resources and capabilities that comprise the strategic advantage of a firm. Because a modern management theory argues that a business must define, cultivate, exploit and its core competence in order to succeed against the competitions. And next one is differentiate strategic planning and tactical planning. We already see that, okay. So go through that question and refine. Okay. So the next one, what is a strategic group mapping? So this is a mapping is a technique for looking at the position in your sectors, so the field or a markets. So it is a tool for competition analysis because the strategic group map helps to define the scope of the firm's competitors. And next one, what is divestiture? So a divestiture or a divestment, okay, it is the reduction of an assets or a business through sales and liquidation, exchange, closure or any other means for financial ethical reasons is the opposite of investment. What is market differentiation? So this too we already seen that, okay. By this class is over. Take care all. Thank you.